Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. For those of you joining me for the first time, my name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Saturday, July 11th, 2015, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, first off, I want to give a big thumbs up to everyone who's liked these videos, who's subscribed to this channel, who's shared them on your social networks. I really appreciate your support. So today we conclude our work with the Shadowscapes Tarot, created and illustrated by the talented Stephanie Pui-Mun Law. As tomorrow, being Sunday, we begin working with a new deck for the coming week. So be sure to tune in to see what that deck is. So on to today's draw. The three cards drawn randomly from the Shadowscapes Tarot were the Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So glancing over these three cards today, I'm seeing here the idea of communication, or perhaps more specifically, the need to open the doors of communication, especially if there's a difficult relationship in your life. Now, the first card I draw today is the no-nonsense Queen of Swords. Now, she has the ability to get to the heart of the matter, to cut through the junk and uncover the truth. But she's also about honesty and clear communication. Though she often says it the way it is and is not afraid to express what's really on her mind, you can count on her to not beat around the bush. That is to say, with her, you know exactly where you stand. So thus, I'm seeing here that there might be a call for you today to say what's been on your mind recently, to speak your truth, as it were. Now, the need for communication might very well have to do with a love interest, as suggested by our next card, the Two of Cups. It's interesting to know that the Queen of Swords is not only looking right at the Two of Cups, but her hand is out as though beckoning to it. So this might indicate the need to have the heart-to-heart with your sweetie, to tell him or her what's been on your mind or what's been bothering you. Now, this pair of cards might also urge you to tell your crush how you feel about him or her. That's where the courage of the Queen of Swords really comes into play. Now, there is something worth mentioning here, that I've seen this card combination come up to symbolize a mother figure, especially like a mother-in-law. So some of you here might have a strained relationship with your mother or mother-in-law. You might even say a cold or distant relationship. If that's the case with you, these cards suggest that a lack of true communication between the two of you might be the culprit, misunderstandings, as it were. So it might be worth having a talk with her or him, as it could be a father figure as well, to see if you can't cut through whatever issues there are between the two of you. Now, the result of opening doors to communications is signified by our last card, the Ace of Swords, a card that can represent the power of words, the power of communication. The Ace of Swords brings with it great force at our disposal if we're willing to clear the air. Now, the only caution I see here with this is to be sure that we think before speaking. The Ace of Swords also rules the intellect, and as such that advises us that though communication may be necessary, we should choose our words with caution to ensure that they are not taken the wrong way. This might be the cause of those misunderstandings that we mentioned earlier. So, of course, it's always a good habit to think before we speak and to try to communicate with tact. But just because we think it doesn't mean we should say it. Now, while looking at these three cards, I'm also reminded that the Ace of Swords sometimes has to do with contracts, agreements, estate papers, or other legal documents. So given that it's next to the Two of Cups, this might point to a marriage contract, a prenuptial agreement, a partnership agreement, or even a joint mortgage. So if any of this resonates with you, today might be a good day to broach the subject with the relevant party or parties. So, the message here today for these three cards is: the most effective way to create a strong relationship is through communication. Words, once said, have the power to heal even the most difficult of relationships. So today's advice card comes from the Chronicles of Destiny fortune cards, and the card drawn randomly from the deck is number 5, Dreams. So the Dreams card relates to your ambitions and aspirations and urges you to take whatever action is necessary to make them happen. And in light of today's reading, we might guess that one of your action steps should be opening those doors of communication. So tell your boss that you want the new promotion or the new position. Share with your spouse or partner your future goals, ideas, or aspirations. Ask prospective clients for their business. The difference between dreams and goals is that dreams can only become reality if we take the steps to turn them into goals. So maybe the first step is communicating to yourself what it is you really want. That is your daily tarot map for today. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you click the like button below. And also feel free to visit my website at tarot-dude.com, where you'll find all of my contact information. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.